This is our Algebra 1 Test 3 review covering lessons 1 through 15. This is questions that students have selected to go over. First question on our list is question number 15. You should have the document pulled up in front of you. Question number 15 says the ocean floor is at negative 99 meters. Antonio has reached negative 12 meters. If he continues to move down at negative 6 meters per minute, at what meter will he be from the ocean floor after 3 minutes? Okay, so he's moving at a rate of negative 6 meters per minute, right? That means in minute 1, he went down 6 meters, correct? In minute 2, how far down was he? He was negative 12 meters. In the third minute, he's at negative 18 meters, right? Or you could look at it as negative 6 times 3 equals negative 18, right? Okay, the ocean floor is at negative 99 meters. He's already reached negative 12 meters, correct? So he's at negative 12 meters and he's going down another 18 meters. How many meters down is he? He's at negative 30 meters. Okay, so that's, if we are looking at this, and down here is the ocean floor, he has made it negative 30 meters. Down here is negative 99 meters. We want to know how far away he is. Okay, does that make sense? All right, so it's going to be an absolute value, all right, negative 99 minus negative 30. Okay, what's negative 99 plus 30? Negative 69 meters, but because we're talking about a distance, right, how many meters is it? 69 meters. He's 69 meters away from the ocean floor. Does that question make sense? Okay. There were some steps involved. Okay. If you need to, draw a picture. Okay. All right. Next question up. I don't mean to go too fast, but I want to go fast enough that we cover as many of your questions as I possibly can. Number 4. Number 4 looks like this. 4 plus 2 brackets 8 minus 2 squared plus 9 close brackets. Now all of this is simply order of operations. Okay, so is this not the... Oh, no, you're right. I messed up the middle of it, didn't I? Okay, I had the 4 plus 2 correct, I think, and then I went on to a different question. 5 plus 6, right? 5 plus 6 squared minus 6. Overall, same basic concept, but in any case, order of operations. Order of operations tells me parentheses first. Parentheses is not just parentheses, it's grouping symbols. Okay, so brackets count as grouping symbols. And then once we go inside, we find another set of grouping symbols, which is my parentheses, correct? So what I have is 4 plus 2, brackets, okay, minus 6, all right? And I've got this, but I'm going to go ahead and simplify that. What is 5 plus 6? 11. So that should be the first thing that I do. Can anybody tell me what the second thing I'm going to do is going to be? I'm going to square 11. That's 11 times 11, right? Which is 121. Okay? Now I'm still inside a set of grouping symbols. What happens next? 121 minus 6. What is 121 minus 6? 115. This is where people make their mistake because I don't know if it's because we're not used to working with brackets, but I have a bunch of people who immediately jump to 4 plus 2, right? That's not what I do next, right? Because this is the same as 4 plus 2 parentheses 115. It's not different, it's just a different type of grouping symbol. If I was looking at this, what would I do? Multiply 115 times 2, and I should get what, 230? 230. So I get 4 plus 230. I should get 234. not 6 times 115. Okay, was the answer, and the answer is 234. Does that make sense now? Did anybody do what I thought you might have done, which is multiply by 6? Multiplied 6 by 115. Okay, don't do it. Keep with your order of operations. Okay. All right, that was number 4. Okay, what's next? It's number 7. Number 7, we have negative 4.53 minus negative 7.49 plus 5.27 plus negative 8.75. Let's see if we can do this without a calculator. All right. Order of operations again, correct? Okay. So we're going to, because it's all addition subtraction, which direction do I start from? Left to right. So I'm doing negative 4.53. Am I subtracting or adding 7.49? Adding, because it's a double negative, right? So 7.49. Okay, well here I'm adding mixed terms, correct? All right, so what I can do with this is 7.49 minus 4.53. Okay, that's giving me 6 here. Let's see, that's 8. And what? I got 2.86, right? 2. Oh, yeah, you're right. 2.96. Sorry. See? All right, 2.96 plus what? No, already did that. Already used 7.49. We've already covered that. 5 plus 5.27. Okay, 6 and 7 is 13. Okay, that should be 12 and 8, right? What's next? 8 points. So we've got 8.75. So we want to subtract 8.75 from 8.23. But because 8.75 is bigger, we're going to subtract 8.23, and my answer is going to be negative. Okay? So we're getting 2, we're getting 5, nothing there, right? So we should get negative 0.52. What question was this? 7? Negative 0.52 or negative 0.52. Okay? Okay. Does this still, I mean, it's just a practice, help us out a little bit? Okay. All right, that was 7. Next up is number 20. All right. We got B, C, parentheses, B, C squared minus A to the 4th. Does anybody know what the step used to solve this is called? The distributive property. Yeah, you're not wrong. You said distribution. It's just, I don't know. Sounds weird. Distributive property. All right, because can I simplify what's inside the set of parentheses? No. Okay, but I'm going to multiply all of this by this term first, all right? But I'm going to look at the individual things in here. Notice that these have exponents, even if they're not listed, all right? And because of what the problem we saw in our homework where we made some mistakes, we probably want to go ahead and keep ourselves from making those same mistakes, especially on a test. So what's B times B? B squared. And what is C times C squared? C cubed. Good. All right. Now we're going to take all of this and multiply it by all of that. Okay. Now this has a coefficient of 1, right? And this has a coefficient of 1. So did that. Okay. It just didn't affect us. All right. So whenever I'm multiplying this positive set by that negative set, what am I going to get? A negative set. All right. Now, are any of these variables the same? No, but as I multiply them, am I going to change any variables? No, so I should wind up with A to the 4th, B, C, or B the 1st, C the 1st. Okay? So b squared c cubed minus a to the fourth bc. Does this make sense? Can we do this? Okay. Okay. All right, after that was number 3. Just coming back up to the top here. All right, so we should start to see similar questions showing up kind of again and again. 7 plus, brackets 28, except now we have divided by 7 minus 3, close our parentheses, and our brackets times 4. Again, order of operations, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, everything from left to right. What's the first thing that needs to be done? Parentheses, or in this case, brackets, right? So what happens inside the brackets needs to come first. Once I'm inside the brackets, where do I need to go? Parentheses, 7 plus, we got 28 divided by, so 7 minus 3 is 4, okay, times 4. What's next? 28 divided by 4, which is 7, okay? Now what's next? 7 times 4, you're right. 28. 7 plus 28, 35. Did anybody add 7 to 7 first and then multiply by 4? Yep, that's going to be because we're still reading things on the left-hand side. We're going through, right? We're trying to do left first, okay? It's think operation first, then think left, right. Okay. Next one up is 5. Okay. Again, same type of question. 8 minus. See, we would have done this question anyway. 4 brackets parentheses 8 minus 2 squared plus 9 close brackets. What's our first thing on our list? Brackets and then parentheses. So 8 minus 4 brackets. What do I get with my parentheses? 6 squared plus 9. What's next? 8 minus 4 brackets. We got 36 plus 9. Okay, 8 minus 4. What's in my brackets now? 45. What's next? Negative 4 times 45. Yeah, it should be negative 180. Why would it be positive?
Because we were taking 180 times 4, but it's negative 4, and the number is an even.
It's not a matter of evens and odds. A negative times a positive is a negative.
Oh, never mind.
Okay, and 8 minus 180? Negative 172. Questions? Places where we might have made a mistake. Okay. All right. Let's see, what was that? That was number 5. 14 is our next question. 14. A road sign in Europe shows the distance between cities at 1,050 kilometers. Okay, so we know the distance between two cities is 1,050 kilometers. If 1 kilometer equals 0.62 miles, what is the distance in miles between the two cities? So we're talking about conversions here, right? So 1,050 kilometers, and we need to convert it, right? So where do kilometers go, top or bottom? Bottom. Where do miles go? Top. Okay, now let's look at our conversion. Okay, 1 kilometer equals 0.62 miles. So which is bigger, a kilometer or a mile? A mile is bigger. Okay, but I guess what we're going to do, because it's still equal to 1, is we're going to do 1 kilometer 0.62. Even though a mile is bigger, but my conversion factor is 0.62 over 1. Does this make sense? Okay, so we're going to take 1,050 times 0.62. Okay, 651 miles. So you wrote 652 miles. So it was just a recording error, right? And so just so we're addressing that now is that remember those are the 3 or 4 things I told you that aren't math related but will cause us to do poorly on a test. If we don't read the entire question, right? We don't solve the question or we don't answer the question that is asked, or if we do a poor job of recording our work or answers. Those 3 things will cause us to miss questions. Even though we're smart, even though we know how to do the math, right, we'll still miss points for things that have nothing to do with math. It just has everything to do with being a good test taker, being a good student. So be careful of those things, because you'll still miss the question. You'll still lose the points. Number 19 gives us, looks like 31 times 6x times 1 over 31. All right, all multiplication. So where do I start? I start with the left. So 31 times 6x. Okay? Is that it? Early out. Okay, so we covered as much as we could. Your review? No, you'll keep your review. Did I cover? I'm trying to think of where we were with some of these questions. Let's see. We got down to what? Number 19 is where we were at. Number 19 was a 3 question. It was our last of our 3s. So I'm hoping that I covered the questions that you guys really, really needed. Okay? You want to look over this closely. Did you guys write down the answers to the questions that you got wrong? Did you write down the answers to the questions that you didn't finish? Okay. All right. So hopefully you guys have got enough. I'll send this video out so you can study it. But I think we covered enough of the question types that you're going to see tomorrow to be successful. See ya.